You don't talk less because you have nothing to say. You talk less because you think before you speak. But in a world that rewards noise, silence gets mislabeled. And slowly, you start believing something is wrong with you. Every society teaches what confidence is supposed to sound like. In India, confidence has a sound. You hear it before you understand it. It's quick, it's fluent, it doesn't pause to check if it's right. The confident person speaks first, sometimes even before they have fully understood the question. They interrupt, then smile as if it's enthusiasm. They finish other people's sentences and we let them because it looks like certainty, and certainty is comforting. Silence, on the other hand, makes people uneasy. A quiet person in a room full of opinions feels like a missing signal. So we learn early, very early, that to be confident is to be audible. But some people don't fit this sound. They listen longer than expected. They wait for the question to end. They pause, not because they are lost, but because they are thinking. They don't speak often, but when they do, they've already traveled the thought fully. They aren't unsure, they are selective, and that difference follows them everywhere. The first place we confuse noise with confidence is where we learn to raise our hands. In classrooms, participation has a volume requirement. The student who answers fast gets praised for confidence, even when they are wrong. The student who answers slowly gets told to think faster. The loud hand goes up first. The quiet one hesitates, waiting to be sure. Teachers don't mean harm. They're managing time, numbers, syllabi. But the message still lands. The confident student speaks. The quiet student waits. Group discussions don't reward listening. They reward interruption. You learn quickly that clarity doesn't win debates, speed does. And if you're quiet, people start helping you. Come on, say something. You know the answer. Don't be scared. As if silence must always come from fear. Report card says, bright but quiet. No one ever writes thoughtful, careful, precise. So the lesson forms silently. If you don't announce yourself, you will be assumed absent. Silence doesn't get punished. It simply doesn't get remembered. Silence teaches a very specific kind of loneliness. Not emotional loneliness, administrative loneliness. You're present but undocumented. Your idea comes up in your head. You wait for the right moment. Someone else blurs it out halfway through your thought. Everyone nods. The idea now has a new owner. You tell yourself, it's fine, the idea mattered, not the credit. But it keeps happening. So you adapt. You rehearse sentences before meetings. You plan when to jump in. You speak earlier than you're ready to. Sometimes you interrupt your own thinking just to avoid being invisible. You become louder and people notice you more. But you notice something else. You don't feel stronger, you feel misaligned. As if you're wearing confidence instead of inhabiting it. The obstacle teaches its first real lesson. Loudness is easy. Clarity costs patience. The classroom grows up, puts on formal clothes, and calls itself a workplace. Meetings look professional, but the same rules apply. The loudest voice shapes the room. The longest speaker sets the direction. The confident one fills silence before it can think. Visibility becomes currency. You notice patterns. An idea suggested softly floats away. The same idea repeated loudly later lands as leadership. Performance reviews don't ask, "Did you think deeply?" They ask, "Did people notice you?" So silence becomes a liability. You prepare more than everyone else. You understand the problem better than most, but preparation is invisible. Noise is not. You are told you need to be more vocal, as if thinking were a pre-stage to speaking, not the work itself. The obstacle sharpens again. Competence whispers, incompetence often shouts. Outside the institutions, the noise doesn't fade, it multiplies. Turn on the television, everyone is talking. No one is listening. Scroll through your phone, opinions arrive pre-packaged, shared confidently, defended aggressively. Speed beats depth, certainty beats truth. The loudest opinion wins, not because it's right, but because it's exhausting to fight. The herd feels intoxicating. There is safety in repeating, comfort in agreeing loudly, relief in not thinking alone. The silent contrarian feels the pull. Speaking loudly feels like belonging loudly. But every time they do, something internal feels slightly off. Not guilt, not shame, disalignment. The obstacle teaches again. Noise feels powerful, but power isn't the same as truth. The change doesn't come from courage, it comes from fatigue. One day, the silent one gets tired. Tired of performing confidence, tired of speaking without meaning, tired of making presence for value. So they stop trying. They stop filling silence. They stop competing for airtime. They stop explaining things to rooms not ready to hear them. They become selective. They speak when confusion will cause harm, decisions have consequences, silence would be dishonest. They let bad ideas fail naturally. They let loudness expose its own limits. And slowly, something shifts. When they speak, the room slows down. Not because the voice is loud, because it's intentional. Silence becomes weight, not absence. For a long time, the silent one thought confidence was missing. But it wasn't missing, it was mislabeled. Confidence was never volume, it was never speed, it was never dominance. Confidence is trusting your thinking even when it arrives slowly. It's resisting the urge to fill every silence. The herd teaches us to speak so we don't disappear. The contrarian learns to stay silent so they don't disappear from themselves. And maybe the question isn't, why don't you speak more? Maybe it's quieter than that. Maybe it's this. When you speak, are you adding clarity? Or are you just relieving discomfort? In a world addicted to noise, choosing not to speak is not weakness, it's alignment.